Now that you have your birth chart handy, I'm going to teach you how to figure out what the heck you're looking at here. And if you don't have your birth chart handy, go back and watch my previous tutorial. The link will be floating around somewhere above you, and I'll also drop it down in the description below. And first things first, you're going to need a copy of my free Astrology 101 quick reference guide. That link is also down in the description. If you haven't done that already, make sure you download it and then come back and watch this video so you have a key to the glyphs, the signs, planets, houses, aspects, how to put it all together, how to figure out your own placements, and so much more. Again, 100% free of charge. Get that down below. All right, so let's get into it. This is our practice example chart here next to the astrology glyph key that you will find in your Astrology 101 PDF guide. I'm going to go through piece by piece and show you the different components of the chart so you know how to find your planets, signs, houses, which planets in what sign, all of that. First things first, in the center here, you're going to see a list of numbers that go around the circle. These numbers represent the different houses 1 through 12. And so it starts with the first house and goes all the way around the circle. Next, you're going to want to look at this outer wheel. The outer wheel contains all of the glyphs that you see on the left in your astrology glyph key for the zodiac signs. This is going to be your starting point for understanding which planets are located in which signs within the birth chart. From there, you're going to see things like this little AC. The AC represents your ascendant. It is a core component of who you are and the way that you show up in the world. It represents a lot of your major life themes and experiences, and all of this is explained in the Astrology 101 PDF guide. So the sign you see here, right next to the little abbreviation AC, that represents your ascendant sign. So you can see that in this chart, the ascendant is in the sign of Aquarius. From here, you're going to want to start looking at all of the different symbols on this inner wheel. Each symbol is a glyph for a different planet or a different astrological calculation. The little horseshoe that you see here is actually the true node or the north node. That you'll find information about as we go through the Astrology 101 PDF guide and you go through the component that talks about the different planets. Next, you're going to want to make note of the planetary aspects. So that's what this table is down here below. You can see the aspects in this little key. We're going to talk more about how to identify your planetary aspects and understand where they are and what they mean in the next tutorial video after you've gone through a little bit more of the Astrology 101 PDF guide. But I just want to point out where you can find these symbols that are in your glyph key on the birth chart that you generated through the free software on astro.com. You can also see the planetary aspects embedded in the chart, but again, we're going to have another tutorial that's going to go through that for you. You might also notice this little graph, this little table down below your chart when you generate it from astro.com. This represents the balance of the different elements, so earth, air, fire, and water, and modalities, which are cardinal, fixed, and mutable. You're going to learn about the signs, the zodiac signs, and their elements and modalities in the Astrology 101 PDF guide. This is where you're going to see where all of your planets are in terms of those elements and those modalities. And so the elements are listed vertically. So we have fire at the top, air underneath, earth underneath that, and water at the bottom. At the top, you're going to see the abbreviations CFM. Those stand for cardinal, fixed, and then mutable. This is where you can see the distribution of your planets through the cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs in your birth chart. And that's all I have for you right now. I'll see you in the next tutorial where we go into how to identify the planetary aspects in your birth chart, as well as understand this little table that we have down below for the planetary aspects that use the aspect glyphs. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.